Hello YouTube. The classic of mountains and seas, also known as Shanhai Jing, is a Chinese classic text and a compilation of mythic geography and beasts. Early versions of the text may have existed since the 4th century before Common Era, but the present form was not reached until the early Han Dynasty. It is largely a fabulous geographical and cultural account of the pre-Qin China, as well as a collection of mythology. Ancient Chinese scholars also called it an encyclopedia of geographical knowledge and a strange work, with the most myths that record ancient China's history, philosophy, mythology, religion, medicine, folklore, and ethnicity, reflecting a wide range of cultural phenomena and also involving geography, astronomy, meteorology, animals, plants, medicine, minerals. The book is divided into 18 sections. It describes over 550 mountains and 300 channels. The book is not a narrative, as the plot, so to say, involves detailed descriptions of locations in the cardinal directions of the mountains, regions beyond seas, regions within seas, and wilderness. The descriptions are usually of medicine, animals, and geological features. Many descriptions are very mundane, and an equal number are fanciful or strange. Each chapter follows roughly the same formula, and the whole book is repetitious in this way. It is believed that in the classic of mountains and seas, the starry sky map and the calendar system are encrypted. It should be noted that the classic of mountains and seas, among other ancient books, is very difficult. It is sometimes difficult to explain the text in it, and it is, of course, even more difficult to conduct in-depth research. Fantastic creatures and where they live. This is how one could call classic of mountains and seas, Shanhai Jing. This is an ancient Chinese treatise and a monument of ancient literature that was compiled in the first millennium before Common Era, although they say even earlier. And if the myths of ancient Greece describe minotaurs and centaurs, nymphs and gorgons, etc., the Book of Mountains and Seas almost chronologically describes fantasy or real creatures living then on the other side of the world from the Greeks. Whenever it comes to famous mountains and waters or the graves of famous rulers of antiquity, this monster I'm about to describe is also talked about. What is it? Shou, sighted or seeing flesh, is often mentioned in classic of mountains and seas. It turns out that it was a living creature, completely devoid of bones and limbs, which was only a lump of meat, somewhat resembling the liver of a bull, but with a pair of small eyes. This strange creature was considered by people to be the most excellent food, since according to legend, its meat could not be eaten to the end. Eat a piece and a new one grows in its place, and the shizhou takes on its former shape. For the great ancestors who rest on the ground, it served as an ever inexhaustible food. You will not have to think how to fill your stomach. Travelers have always dreamed of this because then they would not have to carry so much food with them. Shizhou, sighted or seeing flesh, is in a Chinese mythology a magical creature without bones and limbs, representing only flesh with a pair of small eyes. Again, for the ancients, shou was the most beloved and desired food, since a new piece immediately appeared in place of the eaten piece. There you go, solution to hunger. On this planet, we find records of similar creatures in other books. So they say that there was a Shao cow in the Yushe region. Shao means a little in Chinese, ge means to cut, new means cow. If you cut off a few zins of meat from it, then a day will pass and the meat will grow again. The cow's entire body was black and the horns were thin and long, about 4 plus chi. At least every 10 days it was necessary to cut off the cow's meat, otherwise the animal could die. According to a legend, in the country of Uyeji lived in the territory of modern Asia. Sheep with a particularly thick and fat tail, which weighed about 10 zin, were also bred. People cut off this tail to cook food from it. And the most interesting thing is that after a while, they grew the same tail again, those sheep. In my opinion, what is meant here, what is described in the book, are echoes of the ancient civilization based on biology that existed on this planet how many thousands of years ago, we don't know. But something I have been fascinated with and have my own ideas about it. I will ruminate on this in another video. Today, I wanted to introduce you to the Chinese classic of mountains and seas and a very strange food source, the shizhou. Thank you for your attention to my work and my research. And you can help my research. Look at the links that you will find in the description to this video. Please like my video. There's quite a lot in my channel about China, ancient China, ancient aliens in China, the Yellow Emperor, and much more. You can find this in the playlists. And thank you for your attention to my work.